Hi everyone, it's Pete, back with another Raising Ray episode, just to give you an update on how little man's doing. He's grown a bit more, his legs are looking lanky now. We've been having him, he's a good boy. That's a big wee mate, that's a good boy, that's such a good boy. We've been having him out at home with Evie more. Them two have got a bit of a bond going. The only thing that we're seeing at the moment is he does get overexcited. A lot of that's going to be down to the fact that he's a puppy. He's got a lot of energy, he's still trying to figure out his place and what's good behaviour and bad behaviour. And Evie set the tone for their relationship the first time that they were put together. She wanted to play with him, she went bonkers with him, and now what we're seeing is that that's how it's carried on, but Evie's reluctant to tell him off. So, when you've got both of them together, they've both got a lot of energy and they both just sort of egg each other on. So it's something that we're keeping an eye on, because we did have a minor incident, I think it was last week or the end of the week before, where Evie and Ray were in our bedroom play fighting on our bed, and then all of a sudden we heard this yelping, which was Ray. Kerry got there first, picked him up. To be fair, Evie just backed off and left him. She didn't react or try and go in for him because he was yelping. And initially we thought potentially he'd broke his foot, because his foot was very limp. So we got the rest of the dogs away, sort of calmed him down a little bit because he was very wound up. Had a look at him, but to be fair, he started putting weight on it. He had a slight limp, but then he was fine. We left him that night to just calm down, decompress. And then the next day, there was no issues really. So, but that kind of told us that, we fell into the trap of thinking they were fine together. And they still are. It's just being aware of making sure that they're not egging on each other too much. So, we're definitely... where's your collar itching, you mate? Might need adjusting a little bit. No, you're good. Just keeping an eye on him a bit more. We think what had happened was they were play fighting and he's got his foot caught in bed. The bed head. It's like a metal frame and is twisted round a little bit. But he's at that awkward stage at the minute where he wants to play with the others and he wants to be out with them, but he's still not quite big enough. We really want to have him out in the house with, say, Foxy, because Foxy will correct him, and she does it quite well. We brought them both over to the field and let them have some off-lead time, and she put him in his place straight away, and he responded really well. And he doesn't behave with Foxy the same way that he does with Evie, because I think he feels like he can he is getting away with it with Evie because she doesn't tell him off, whereas Foxy won't stand for it. So just got to let him get a bit bigger and a bit tougher, to where if she bowls him over, he's going to be okay and he's not going to get any serious injuries. Kerry took him for a walk up to the school near us, because he's not really had much time. Well, he hasn't had any time around children since he's been with us. And he did absolutely fine. It was awesome, Kerry said. He walked all the way up there. He was very well behaved. Loved seeing all the kids. So that's good. we're still working on trying to get him, well, it's not trying to get him around my dad's cockapoo more, it's trying to get her to sort of realise that he's not a threat and that she can have some fun with him, but whether we get there or not remains to be seen. But yeah, other than that, he's the perfect little boy, aren't you, Raymond? Hey, he's a good boy. We've even had, so we've had him, we've got his crate set up for him in the living room, and we've had him, come on Ray, good boy. We've had him in his crate, and then we've brought Pia and Mace in to have a look at him, because they, not so much Pia, but Mace can be a little bit funny with other dogs, and even they're not bothered. You know, Mace has sort of looked at him, he's actually shown off to him a few times. You know, he comes in and he starts picking toys out and rolling on his back, and it's like, hang on, you're not like this all the time. But then as soon as Ray's here, showing off to you, innit, Uncle Mace? Duke is well on board with him as well. So again, it's just the same with Duke. It's waiting until Ray is big enough. Come on, mate. Come on. It's waiting until Ray's big enough that we can take him for a walk with Duke. And then I think them two will get on fine as well, which will be nice. But we're just seeing, what we wanted was Evie to have a bit of more of companionship, because now that Dizzy's gone and she was so close to him, she's lost that now. You know, she likes Foxy and Cardi. Watch that fence. Good boy. Come on then. Come on, Raymond. Now that she's close to Foxy and Cardi, but not in the same way that she was to Dizzy. And Ray's not that much of a cuddler. You know, he does it, he wants to play all the time, and what Evie's missing is somebody to lay with. So I think our plan is to see if we can get the same relationship that... You want to go up there? Oh, you want to go up there? See if we can get the same relationship that Evie had with Dizzy, see if we can match that with Nipsey. Because Nipsey likes a cuddle as well. So yeah, that's another update for you guys. Raymond, here he is, here he is. Oh, I know. What's he doing? He's also spotty at the moment. He's got teenage acne, even though he's not a teenager yet. We think, I mean, some of it's going to be changing diet when he came over, but I think some of it as well is because he has to get his face right into his bowl for his food. You know, even though we give his face a wash, some of it might be staying on, so it's not a massive issue. It just looks like a spotty teenager at the moment. But yeah, that's another Raising Ray episode, guys, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thank you for watching.